Hmm? Okay, I have given on mute. Access, please. You can speak to me. If you do not speak, I feel so bored to teach. Hmm? So if you want to speak, please raise hand. I will give unmute access. Right? Yeah. Raising hand. I am giving unmute access. La. Everybody has right to speak, right? This is the class. So I'd like to welcome you all in this brand new episode one. Brand new episode, is it? Okay, so I hope you all are fine. I know fine now by the online class. That's not the matter to ask. So today we are going to begin what?
Expressing quantity.
Yeah, I had informed in I have informed you yesterday in messenger class also. I had told, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So today we are starting the new chapter, new unit. That is unit 4 or 5.
Book.
Unit 4. Okay. So what is it? Expressing. Read this.
Condolence
Expressing.
and sympathy.
Yes. Expressing condolence and sympathy. It is your new unit. Okay. So okay. Just see this slide. All of you. You can read also. Okay. So what Dolma is saying?
Why do you look so upset, Sarita?
Okay, Dolma is asking to Sarita, right? So why do you look upset? And what is the reply of Sarita?
My grandma passed away yesterday.
Yes, my grandma passed away yesterday. So what is next?
I'm sorry to hear that. How old was?
Was sick.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. How old was she? So what is her reply?
She was 84.
He was 84 years.
She was 84 years. Okay. So what do you think? What type of conversation it is, and in which condition do we? That means we people normally talk in this way. What do you think by just reading this conversation? Bolnos, everybody.
Hey, ma'am.
Okay. So do you get something from here? One, the Sarita is looking so sad, and Dolma is asking the matter, and yeah. So whose grandma had passed?
Sorry.
Sarita.
Okay, Sarita's grandma had passed, right? And she replied, "I'm very sorry to hear that." So, what do you think if you hear the news of someone's death that belong to your friends, that belong to your neighbors, that belong to your that means any relatives, dear one? How do you feel?
I'm sad.
Yeah, obviously death is a very natural, inevitable matter, because nobody can escape from death. And every day in everyday life, many people, when they born, they die. They die at a certain time, right? And we have also heard different news related to death. So at that time, we people have to we that means if we listen someone's death, that makes us very sad for a moment, isn't it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
obviously after listening hearing that news, so do people express something on that news or not?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
we normally express something, right? We normally, suppose if we hear one news, very sad news, right? Itself the news of death itself is sad. So if we hear the news, we certainly express something regarding that news. So
Yes, ma'am.
that is under expressing sympathy and condolence. Okay, that we are going to study. So please, I'd like to request one of you, please read the definition. So how do you pronounce this word? Please try once, all of you, because I have written here.
Condolence.
Condolence.
Yeah, look at here, singular and plural, right? Especially we say that my best wishes. Hey, while expressing
Condolence.
we tell, I want to express that means blessings, best wishes, greetings. So like that, better to tell, better to express. That means better to use this plural form, condolences. Okay, and how to pronounce this singular noun? So
Condolence.
Condolence.
not kya. Hey, so this is ko, o, no, do, o, u, lo, o, no, so. That means here is also condolence. Okay, or condolence, or that means plural condolences. Okay, it is the pronunciation, right? So what is
Okay,
it?
ma'am.
What is the meaning of the word? What does it signify? So please read. Anushka Loitel, please read the first line. Look at here. Words of condolences.
Words of condolences are comforting words shared with a person who has suffered the loss of a dear one.
Thank you. So obviously we express some
Something you
words,
say or try to express
we
sympathy,
express
some
some
despair.
words when we hear the news related to death of anybody else, right? So so obviously the words of condolences are comforting words. Do you know comfortable, comfort, right? So these words are comforting words which are shared with a person who has suffered the loss of dear one, right? So it is
Yes, ma'am.
expressed to the close people who has faced the sudden death of their relatives, or let's say friends, or maybe dear ones. So we express the words of condolences at that time, right? Srishanji. Okay, Srishant, please read number one. So here is also another point. Srishant, okay, read this number one. Look, read this.
Something you say,
Hmm.
something you say, or a right to express sympathy when someone has died.
Right. Yeah. Obviously, if you show sympathy, that means by expressing in a language, by even by telling oral condolence also can be there, and written also, right? Orally also we can express condolence, and even by writing also we can express condolence, right? Now number two, what is there? Read all of you.
An expression
An
of
An
an
expression
expression
of
of sympathy when
sympathy with
someone
someone
who
who
is
is
grieving.
Yeah, grieving means who is in very deep sorrow, right? But due to the death or loss of their dear one. So in this situation, we use the words of condolences, right?
Yes,
Is there
ma'am.
anything to ask?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Samabedana, that is in Nepali, we express Samabedana. We say Hardik Shraddhanjali, Hardik Shraddha Suman. That means there are different languages even in Nepali language, isn't it? But in English, how can we express condolences to the people, especially who has lost their close relatives? So that we are going to learn today, right? Right. Okay, so altogether we have look more than, that means 10-15 slides are here, and I have brought here some of the let's say some of the models, also some of the samples, let's say samples. So look at here, read this, all of you, read this instruction.
Read the following message of
following message of condolence published by
class
Supreme
friends,
and
And
his friend, class
Okay,
friends. It
okay.
was published in the school magazine, The Orion.
Yeah, right. So it is given in your textbook also, eh? So there is one message of condolence you can see there, which is published by Supreme just I know Supreme, not exactly that. The Supreme, Supreme and his class friends, it was published in their school magazine, right? So especially this message of condolence, it is written to publish It is written to publish in a school magazine, right? It is written for news, for publishing in newspaper, right? Magazine, school magazine means is also and the name of that magazine was the origin. Oh, sorry, Orion, right? And have you ever seen the let's say message of condolence or sympathy in newspaper if you visit? Have you
Right,
ever seen there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, every day we can see, even we can not only find condolences and sympathy in the different newspapers, but the birthday wishes also. If you see Koseli, that means newspaper, you can see so many birthday wishes, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so especially this one, are you watching this one, this message of condolence? It is that means written for the publication, right? For the
Yes, ma'am.
publication. And Kiranji, I'm watching you. Hey, everybody, I'm noticing you. Okay, so I told many of you to Abhishek is there. I'm watching all of you. यहाँनिर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ म यस्तो स्लिप गर्दै हेरिरहेको हुन्छु है तिमीहरूलाई. एभ्रिबडी म सबैले त्यहाँ को पछाडि को आइरहेछ, को कसरी बसिरहेछ, को हाँसिरहेछ भन्ने कुरा. फेरि हाँस्नै नपाउने भन्ने होइन, मजाले हाँस्न सक्छ तिमीहरू है. I'm just telling that I'm watching you. फेरि मैले वाच गरेको छु भनेर त्यहाँ गौतम बुद्ध जस्तो पुरै ध्यान मुद्रामा बस्नुपर्छ भन्ने होइन है त. बट your attention should be here, होइन? Okay, nice.
Yes, ma'am.
So obviously if we write something for the publication, that should be in formal structure, isn't it? है, अब पब्लिकेसन गर्ने भनेपछि त जथाभावी लेखेर भएन नि त, हैन? So it has its one structure, it has its one way, and then obviously what type of language should be used, what type of language should be used, what type of that means expression, words, the choice of words, everything should be that means considered. We should be very conscious, right? Now I request to one of you to read this. Can you read from there, because I have taken the picture from your book, that's why it might be a bit blurry. So please, if you can see, Akriti Chaudhary, she's wearing glass also, so let's check her eye power. Okay, eyesight. Akriti, please read this.
Condolence, late Bir Bahadur Sahi.
Good.
We are deeply saddened to learn about the sudden, premature, and ultimate malicious demise of Mr. Bir Bahadur Sahi.
Yes, untimely demise of Mr. Bir Bahadur Sai. Okay, go on.
An English teacher at Patan Secondary School, Lalitpur. Late Sahi suffered a massive brain hemorrhage. He was helpful as well as popular among the students and his colleges. We extend our heart condolence to his bereaved family and friends grieving the irreparable loss. May the departed soul be at eternal peace with our Heavenly Father.
Okay, what is written at last? If you see your book,
Class 9
Class 9 student, Patan Secondary School, Lalitpur.
I'm sorry, because it is not it has not appeared in the slide, right? Let me show you from here. Yeah. So what is at last? Address is there, right? So class 9 students, Patan Secondary School, Lalitpur. So obviously Saksham is also is the student of that school, right? Okay. So now who is that means to whom it is dedicated, this condolence, this message of condolence, this letter of condolence, to whom it is dedicated?
Late Bir Bahadur Sahi.
Do you know the meaning of late?
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody who has already passed, right? Surgiya bhन्छ नि नेपालीमा, right? So Bir Bahadur Sai, he has passed away, and there is let's say the cause of his death, right? And that means the message of condolence is expressed by the students of Patan Secondary School, Lalitpur, right? So here is, we are deeply saddened to learn about the sudden, premature and untimely demise of Mr. Bir Bahadur Sahi. Look at here. So here is also late Bir Bahadur Sahi, and here is also highlighted, right? Bir Bahadur Sahi. His name is highlighted. It is written in a bit bold and a bit larger font, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah, but how the students are expressing condolence here, because the expression you can see, you can read this: deeply saddened. Look, we are very, so that means we are very sad, right? Deeply saddened means very sad. And to learn about sudden, obviously death is when death comes, appears in front of us, we cannot say. That's why death is always sudden, right? Sudden.
Yes,
Premature
ma'am.
means, hmm? What is the meaning of premature? Something before maturity, right? Mature means obviously he might not be that means of very old age. Premature, he might be adult, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So untimely means, yeah, obviously sudden death means untimely demise means death, right? And who was Bir Bahadur Sai? Tell me, all of you.
English teacher of
English teacher of Pathan Secondary School.
Okay, can you tell me the reason of his death?
Brain hemorrhage.
या म्यासिभ ब्रेन ह्यामरेज भनेको चाहिँ पक्षघात, मस्तिष्क पक्षघात भन्छ नि हामीले। हार्ट अट्याक भनेको चाहिँ मुटुको पक्षघात हुन्छ हैन। द्याट मिन्स ब्रेन ह्यामरेज भनेको चाहिँ मस्तिष्क पक्षघात भन्छ। सो वाट टाइप अफ टिचर ही वाज ही, वाट टाइप अफ पर्सन वाज ही? Can you tell?
Popular among students and his college girls.
Okay, nice. Kushal Kharel. So I'm very happy to see you. I think Kushal, I saw you for the first time in the screen, right? You know Kushal is very Gyani, handsome boy of class 9. So obviously you all have to unmute. Sorry, all have to just turn on the video. हैन म हेर्दैछु प्रमित चौधरी हैन। यो जसले जसले भिडियो गरेछ नि, भिडियो अन गरेछ नि, तिनीहरु भनेको जहिले पनि फ्रन्ट लाइनको स्टुडेन्टहरु हो हैन। यो फ्रन्ट
Yes,
लाइनको
ma'am.
स्टुडेन्ट हो। अनि पछाडी त्यो क्यामेरा नखोल्नेहरु चाहिँ सबै फेरि के हो भन्दाखेरि मान्छे चाहिँ लास्टै कमेडी हुन्छन् हैन, बट दे आर अ बिट साई हैन। अब लाज लाग्छ नि त हल्का, अब क्यामेरामा हेर्दिन्छन् भनेर। सो द्याट माइट बी ओके। सो ही वाज भेरी पपुलर, राइट? हु वाज भेरी पपुलर? कुशल खरेल?
Veer Bahadur Shahi.
Yeah, Bir Bahadur Sai. Among the students and his colleagues, not colleagues, eh? This is colleagues means so Uttam sir is my colleague, isn't it? Because we work together, so colleague. So we extend. We means who here?
class 9 student of
Yeah, grade 9 students. Okay, so we extend our heartfelt condolence to his bereaved family. Bereaved means what?
Brave.
Who are in very great grief, right? विक्षिप्त अवस्थामा भन्छ नि, एकदमै त्यो पीडा, आफन्त गुमाउनु पर्दाको पीडा, त्यो दुखद घडीमा हैन, एकदमै दुखद घडीमा भएको अवस्था है। बेरेड फ्यामिली एकदमै डिपार्टेड सोल प्रति चाहिँ एकदमै उनीहरू चाहिँ त्यो विक्षिप्त भएको अवस्था हैन। एकदमै त्यो हुन्छ नि जुन मृत्युको बेला जुन शोक हुन्छ त्यस्तो बेलामा भएको अवस्था भनेको है त। So to his bereaved family and friends grieving the irreparable loss. Irreparable means no, which cannot be made again. If something has damaged and if we cannot make it transform it in its previous form, that is irreparable. हैन, बनाउन नसकिने है। Suppose you broke the glass, then can you repair it again as the previous form? No. So that is irreparable loss. So if somebody dies, he or she cannot be retake in the world again, isn't it? फेरि ल्याउन सकिन्छ मान्छेहरुलाई, सकिन्न नि त। So that kind of loss is irreparable loss. So may the departed soul be at external peace with our heavenly. Ayush Rizal, I am just removing you from the meeting. Okay. Yeah, remote control माग्ने बित्तिकै लाइभ म बाहिर वर्ल्डको कन्ट्रोल दिइहाल्छु, बाहिर गइहाल्छ है। So may the departed soul be eternal peace with our heavenly Father. That means what? So मृत आत्माको एकदमै चिर शान्तिको कामना भन्छौँ नि हामी नेपालीमा हैन। स्वर्गमा बास होस्, एकदमै आत्माले शान्ति पाओस् भन्छौँ नि। सेम लाइक द्याट हैन। यो एकदम मृत आत्मा चाहिँ कहाँ गएर बसोस् भन्दाखेरि एकदमै अनन्त सुखमा, अनन्त मतलब एकदम स्वर्गमा हैन, राम्रो ठाउँमा, एकदम इटर्नल पिस एन्ड हेभनली फादर। म भगवानसँगै प्रार्थना गर्दछु। हेभनली फादर भनेको गॉड, राइट? सो इन दिस वे we can write the message of condolence, right? So this is for you. Please read this. All of you read this.
Dear Rosie,
Deeply
our
saddened
heart
to learn
that your mother passed away.
She
We
was
were
since you are here recently that your mother passed away. She was such a wonderful woman.
on
Yes,
your
my
loss.
heartfelt
You
condolence and
have
your
a deeply
lost
and human
you
grief.
have our deepest sympathy, ma'am. Regard God.
Yeah. This is a sympathy note. Sympathy note, right? And now what is the words here? Look, please accept my heartfelt condolences. Look at here, plural form. Use of plural form, right? Condolences on your who has died according to the letter?
Rosie's mother.
Rosie's mother, right? So there are different ways of expressing sympathy and condolences. There might be the different way of expressing. There are different that means word choice you can make while writing sympathy note or message of condolences to anyone who has suffered from who has in a very great grief by losing their of losing their dear ones, close ones, or relatives, right? So, with our deepest and heartfelt condolences. So, this is one sample of sympathy note, right?
Note. Yes,
So,
ma'am.
do you think what is the difference between sympathy and condolence? Then,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the difference? थाहा पाउनु भएछ? If not, please look at here and read, and just find out and tell me. Read aloud.
A feeling of pity or sorrow for the surviving or
A feeling of
deceased
pity
family
or
compassion.
sorrow for the
An
suffering
expression
of
of
or
comfort,
distress,
support, or
noble
sympathy
compassion.
offered to the family
An
and friends
expression of
of
comfort is
somebody who
support
has
and
died.
sympathy offered
I
to the
send or a
family and
card
friends of
expressing my
somebody who
condolence
has died. I
passed away.
sent a card expressing my condolences after our mother passed away.
Okay. So, sympathy versus condolence. Look at here. So, sympathy means especially it is a feeling of pity or sorrow for suffering or distress of another. Compassion. Sympathy means sahanubhuti, है sahanubhuti, है sahanubhuti, and condolence means samabedana. Look at here. I'm telling the meaning also in Nepali. Sympathy means sahanubhuti, है sahanubhuti, and we show the feeling of that means feeling of pity or sorrow to someone who is suffered from some situation, right? Suppose Prasika Dahal is telling, ma'am, I'm not very well today, I'm suffering from headaches. If she tells to me like that, so I cannot laugh at her, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So because obviously if she shares her pain, so I also will be, that's the human nature, right? So if you hear very bad news, very sad news, obviously we cannot laugh on that. But what happens by nature, by our emotion, we show the feeling of pity or sorrow. हो र तिमीलाई यस्तो भएको छ र, let's do like this, we can help. Okay, so feeling of sympathy is not only expressed at the time of death of somebody's dear or near ones, but also in other condition we can show sympathy. है it is a feeling of pity or sorrow, हैन? अब हामीले चाहिँ खालि मान्छे मरेको सुन्दा मात्रै sympathy व्यक्त नगरेर हामीले के गर्छौँ भन्दा sympathy we can express our sympathy in any miserable condition, isn't it? The conditions might be different, right? But condolence samavedana is only expressed to somebody who has lost their dear ones, their relatives, their friends, or their family members, right? That's why it is the difference. So expression of comfort, support, or sympathy offered to the family and friends of somebody who has died. बुझ्नु भयो अब? Sympathy भनेको चाहिँ at the time of somebody's death we can show sympathy or the words of condolence, right? So sympathy refers feelings, हैन? Condolence means it is expressing our sympathy to the friends and family of the dead one. बुझ्नु भयो?
Yes, ma'am.
अब if somebody says हैन मैले चाहिँ आज मैले मेरो चाहिँ मैले मोबाइल हराएँ भन्यो भने चाहिँ हामी we do not express words of condolence, is it? May the departed mobile rest in peace भन्छौ त हामीले?
No, ma'am.
भन्छ त्यस्तो भन्दैन. That's why condolence, especially it is the expression of sympathy or comfort words or supporting words, which is always offered to the friends and family members of somebody who has died. हैन, बुझ्नु भयो नि? So what is the difference? Can you tell me now? Sympathy means feeling of pity or sorrow. Condolence means that expression of sympathy to the friends and family of the dead one. यति फरक छ है. करुण बुझ्दैछ? करुण हेर क्या चिसोमा बसिरहेछ है सिद्धुवामा. यस्तो चिसो छ हैन, त्यहाँनेरि कति रमाइलो हुन्छ बस्नलाई. यहाँ विराटनगरमा ओ माय गॉड यति धेरै गर्मी छ हैन. लकी मान्छेहरू त्यस्तै हो, सिद्धुवामा बस्न पाउँछन्. सिद्धुवा भनेको चाहिँ इट इज इन धनकुटा डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैन. यो मेरो पनि होम टाउन हो, होम डिस्ट्रिक्ट हो हैन. अनि अब त्यहाँनेरि चाहिँ जहिले 12 महिनामा 13 महिना जाडो हुन्छ है. So nice to see Karun dear. So अब बुझ्नु भयो यो? Hey ma'am, we are more talent. क्या हाम्रो माइन्ड भनेको लास्टै कडा छ. एकचोटि भनेपछि we can grab भन्दैछ यहाँ कोही कोही हेरो हैन. फेरि धेरै भन्यो भने नि हे यो कोही कोहीलाई यस्तो हुन्छ के क्लासमा एक्सप्लेन गर्दाखेरि टिचरले चाहिँ नि अब भनिरहनु हुन्छ नि त. मैले पनि त्यही फिल गर्छु क्या. अनि अलिकति खतरा शार्प माइन्ड भएको हैन, जो चाहिँ बदाम काजु अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ ओखरहरू खान्छ हैन, त्यसले दिमागलाई राम्रो गर्छ क्या हैन. त्यस्तो खानेले चाहिँ पुरा बुझिहाल्छ है. अनि फेरि टिचरले एक्सप्लेन रिएक्सप्लेन हान्नुहुन्छ नि त हैन. रिएक्सप्लेन गरिरहँदाखेरि चाहिँ जो जानिसकेको बुझिसकेकोलाई कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि बुझिसके भनेर टायर्डै भइहाल्छ क्या हैन. अनि नबुझेकोलाई फेरि के भन्यो होला हैन, के भन्यो होला, टिचरले के भन्यो होला, म त केही पनि बुझ्दैन भन्ने टाइपको हुन्छ है, फिलिङ हुन्छ. द्याट्स वाइ बिङ अ टिचर हैन. अब चाहिँ किन हामी रिपिट गर्छौँ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब सबै खालको स्टुडेन्ट्स हुन्छ नि त हैन, सबै खालको माइन्ड हुन्छ, कसले बुझ्या हुन्छ कसले बुझ्या हुँदैन. द्याट्स वाइ डोन्ट फिल बोर है त है. मलाई चाहिँ त्यस्तो फिल हुन्थ्यो नि, म चाहिँ एक दुईचोटिमा बुझिहाल्थेँ हैन. अनि म चाहिँ म कसरी पढाउन चाहन्छु तिमीहरूलाई भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि, जस्तै मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि बिङ इन द क्लासरुम इज सो फन क्या. किनभने सबै हुन्छ तिमीहरूसँग बस्नु अनि त्यहाँ पढाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ आई डोन्ट फिल लाइक आई एम टिचर के. अब त्यो द्याट मिन्स आई अल्सो द्याट मिन्स टर्न ब्याक टु माई स्टुडेन्ट्स लाइफ हैन. म चाहिँ स्कुलमा क्लासमा हुँदाखेरि कस्तो फिल गर्थेँ अनि त्यस्तै फिल गरेर चाहिँ मैले पढाइराखेको हुन्छु के. अनि त्यो भएपछि चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ म पनि एज अ टिचर पनि बोलिरहेको हुन्छु, बट एज अ स्टुडेन्ट पनि सोचिरहेको हुन्छु के हैन. अब कहिले कहिले त तेरि कति पढाएको यार, यसो एक दुईवटा जोक पनि भन्यो भने मलाई कतिवटा गीत आउँछ गाउनलाई पनि हुने भन्छ क्या कोही कोहीले मनमा भनिरहेको हुन्छ हैन. अनि अब फेरि एउटा सब्जेक्ट हुन्छ हैन, एउटा सब्जेक्टको टिचर आउँछ, फेरि अर्को आउनुहुन्छ, फेरि अर्को आउँछ. ओके बी रेडी, ओपन पेज नम्बर दिस भनेर सुरु दिन थालिहाल्नुहुन्छ हैन, पढाउन थालिहाल्नुहुन्छ. आफूलाई चाहिँ भित्रैदेखि लास्ट बोर भइदिया हुन्छ है. Oh my god, I wish I could have some teachers who always makes the class fun and entertaining sometimes भन्ने खालको चाहिँ भित्रबाट आउँछ हैन. अब त्यस्तो टिचरहरू भएन भने चाहिँ स्याड हुन्छ क्या है. अब कोही गाली गर्ने, कोही पिट्ने खालको, कोही चाहिँ एकदम जीवनमा हाँसै नभए जस्तो क्या. some teachers हैन, आई एम नट टेलिङ टु पार्टिकुलर वान बट some people हैन. कोही कोही लाग्थ्यो मेरो टिचरहरू हुनुहुन्थ्यो त्यस्तो हैन, एकदमै दे वर भेरी डेडिकेटेड टु देयर प्रोफेसन, राम्रो पढाउनु हुन्थ्यो. बट है कहिले नहाँस्ने के क्लासमा. अनि मैले सोच्थेँ क्या, यस्तो गरेर घरिघरि सोच्थेँ क्या, यो टिचर त लाइफमा कहिले हाँस्नुहुन्न होला भन्ने टाइपको सोच्थेँ क्या. सो त्यस्तो हुन्छ है. सो अब त्यही त घरिघरि यसो ब्रेक पनि लिनुपर्छ. बोलेको गऱ्यो भने पनि मतलब कन्टेन्टै मात्रै गयो भने पनि बोर होइन हो. हाँच्छौँ गर्दै हुन्छ. लक्ष्मीनारायण भन्थेँ है त मैले यहाँबाट. ओके ल, read this sample.
My deepest sympathy goes out to you on your father's loss. May God give you to withstand the sudden shock.
Okay, deepest sympathy. So it is expressing sympathy, right? It is another model. So look at here and read. म पढ्दैन है, आफै पढ्ने तिमीहरूको लागि हो यो.
With deepest condolence, losing this wonderful woman is I'm extending my hand of comfort to you and your body
Every step of
and
the way.
every step of the way that you will take without your wife and mother.
Right. So what do you think? Is there same language in previous sample and this sample? Is there same language? No, different. No. The way of expressing sympathy and condolence is also different. Okay, find this another sample and read this.
My sincere condolences for your loss.
May God
May
help
God
you
help
in
you get through
the
this
right
difficult time and ease your pain.
Okay, this is another way of expressing condolence or sympathy. Read this.
Deepest condolence
condolence
to
to
the
the
family.
family.
May
May
her
her soul
soul
rest
rest
in
in
Okay, so in this way we can show
peace.
sympathy or condolence to somebody who has lost their relatives. अब हेर्नुहोस् है, एउटा म एक्जाम्पल दिन्छु. सो देयर आर डिफ्रेन्ट वेज अफ एक्सप्रेसिङ सिम्प्याथी अर कन्डोलेन्स. जस्तै नेपाली कन्टेक्स्टको कुरा गरौँ है, किनभने अब हामीले खालि अरूको मात्रै एक्जाम्पल दिएर हुँदैन. देयर आर डिफ्रेन्ट वेज अफ एक्सप्रेसिङ कन्डोलेन्स, सोइङ द सरो, द्याट मिन्स सोइङ आवर sympathy to our that means to the people who have lost their just let's say friends and family members, right? अब जस्तै के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि नेपालमा पनि हामीले तिमीहरूले पनि एक्सपिरियन्स गरे हुन सक्छ हैन, तिम्रो मम्मी बाबाहरू चाहिँ अथवा कोही खसेको भनिन्छ हैन, कोही पास्ट अवे हैन, समबडी चाहिँ अब कसैको न्युज आयो, त्यस्तै रिलेटिभ्स कोही आयो भने चाहिँ जानुहुन्छ नि त, मृत्यु संस्कारमा चाहिँ जाने अनि उनीहरूको दुःखमा सँगै साथ बस्ने, अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ विभिन्न कामहरूमा सघाउने हैन. अनि त्यसपछि अब 12-14 दिनसम्म पनि कतिको मृत्यु संस्कार, अब कसैको 3 दिन 5 दिन हुन्छ, कसैले 12-13 दिनसम्म गर्छन् हैन. अब त्यस्तोमा चाहिँ उनीहरूसँग बेलुका बेलुका त्यहाँ बाबाहरू मामुहरू जाने, दिउँसो जाने, भेट्ने, कुरा गर्ने अनि सम्झाउने अथवा सँगै बस्ने, त्यसरी चाहिँ उहाँहरूले साथ दिइरहनु भएको हुन्छ. द्याट इज अल्सो वान अफ द वे अफ एक्सप्रेसिङ सिम्प्याथी, इजन्ट इट है. अब छेउमा तल्लो घरको छिमेकी चाहिँ खसेको छ, एउटा कोही भर्खरै होइन त्यो अब कुनै रोगबाट पीडित भएर भर्खरै मान्छे, त्यो तल्लो घरको मान्छे चाहिँ मरेको छ, अनि त्यहाँ गएर तिमीले यत्रो एउटा प्याम्पलेट लगेर चाहिँ माई हार्टफेल कन्डोलेन्स भनेर त्यहाँनिर राखिदेऊ, अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ त्यहाँ घरमा कोही सघाउने मान्छे पनि छैन, कति धेरै हार गुहार भइराखेको छ, अब मान्छेलाई घाटमा लगिसकेपछि घरमा कति कुरा कामहरू सघाउनु छ, तिमी सघाउन चाहिँ गएनौ, अनि यत्रो बोर्डमा लगेर एउटा पेजमा लगेर त्यो लेखेर भाग्यौ. Is that the way to show some sympathy or condolence at that time? No. हामीले चाहिँ घरमा उनीहरूको घरमा गएर सहयोग गरिदिएर पनि चाहिँ हामीले एक्सप्रेस गर्न सक्छौँ. द्याट इज प्र्याक्टिकल म्याटर है. अनि यत्रो फुलहरू पुरा एउटा ग्रिटिङ कार्ड लगेर दिएर आई एम भेरी स्याड भनेर अनि फर्कियो भने चाहिँ द्याट्स नट ह्युम्यानिटी, इजन्ट इट? होइन? Okay, so the same thing as money have written. Look at here, donating money to the charity nominated by the person who has just died. हैन, उसको नाममा चाहिँ कसैलाई दान दक्षिणाहरू गरिदियो भने पनि द्याट इज अल्सो वान अफ द वे अफ एक्सप्रेसिङ कन्डोलेन्सेस टु द भिक्टिम्स, इजन्ट इट? गर्छ नि मान्छेहरूले त्यस्तो है. ओके, राइटिङ इन अ कन्डोलेन्सेस बुक होइन, सब अब कन्डोलेन्सहरूलाई चाहिँ न्युज पेपरमा लेख्ने अनि बुकहरूमा पठाउने, ग्रिटिङ्सहरू बनाएर पठाउने, सपोर्टिङ द फ्रेन्ड्स एन्ड फ्यामिली अफ द लभड एन्ड बाई मेकिङ मिल्स होइन, खानाहरू बनाएर सहयोग गर्ने, लुकिङ आफ्टर देम इन भेरियस वेज, टाइम्स अफ निड, चाहिएको बेला सहयोग गर्ने, द्याट इज अल्सो द वे अफ expressing condolences to them है त. ल, thank you, you are very perfect. You know this. What is this? यो के हो, यो कसको लागि हो भनेर तिमीलाई थाहा छ? होमवर्क भन्नै पर्दैन. So write a message of condolence to someone's family who has recently experienced the death in their family. अब यसो सोच्ने हैन, अनि आफ्नो परिवारमा अथवा त्यहाँ छिमेकमा अथवा कोही त्यस्तो बित्नु भएको छ भने, भर्खरै नबित्नु भए पनि केही समय अगाडि बित्नु भएको छ भने उहाँहरूलाई सम्झेर लेख्नुहोस् है त एउटा. ओके 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 ओके. ल, मैले के गरेँ? ओके, लेट मी डु इट. ओके त्यो अन द बेसिस अफ दिस होइन, यो लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ. जस्तै तपाईँहरूको चाहिँ यो वीरबहादुरको उसमा पनि लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ है, यसको फर्मेटमा पनि लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ, अथवा यसको फर्मेटमा पनि लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ, सिम्प्याथी नोट भनेर होइन. सो अब बुकमा त्यहाँ अर्को सिम्प्याथी नोट पनि छ, त्यो चाहिँ हामी नेक्स्ट क्लासमा पढ्ने है त. ओके ओके ओके. हेर्नुहोस् त यहाँनिर छ. ल यो अब योहरू छ, म पठाइदिन्छु मेसेन्जर ग्रुपमा यो सबै अहिले, इफ यु निड है त. अथवा यु क्यान सर्च अ लट अफ स्याम्पल यु क्यान गेट इन इन्टरनेट. मैले इन्टरनेटबाटै ल्याएको हो है, त्यही भएर चाहिँ यु क्यान गेट हियर. ल, नाउ यो क्लास टाइम इज ओभर है. ओके, थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच. यस्तो ज्ञानी भएर बस्नु भएकोमा होइन, सुन्नु भएकोमा अनि पार्टिसिपेसन हुनुभएकोमा होइन. ओके.